Hi, my name is Jacob, and this is my YouTube channel called LEGO Teen Superstructure, and today I'll of course be doing the third episode in my Thoughts on Ninjago series, and of course it'll be on Season 2, Legacy of the Green Ninja. So now going over Season 2, since this is of course Episode 3 of this series, this season actually came out in 2012, unlike the sets for this season. And yeah, just going over the plot, the first 6 episodes of this season are mostly filler episodes. The first episode and the second episode have like one thing about them that actually has to do with the plot. In the first episode, it's the fact that Garmadon creates the mega weapon, and in the second episode, it's mostly the fact that Garmadon kind of finds Captain Soto's log, which shows an information about the Dark Island. The third episode pretty much has nothing to do with the plot. The fourth episode, which is actually a race episode, has to do with the plot only because the ninjas get the Destiny's Bounty back at the end of it. The fifth episode actually is quite a bit of a plot episode, as this is when like Lloyd is aged up because of the Tomorrow's Tea, and yeah, that's pretty weird, but it's kind of cool. And I actually really like episode 6. Controversial opinion, but it is my favorite episode of the season. I really do enjoy episode 6, which is called Wrong Place, Wrong Time, because the ninjas travel back to the pilots, and as you guys know, I do really like the pilots. But now going into some plot stuff. First off, in episode 7, the Stone Army start to show up, and they meet Masako, and it's in the museum, but I don't really think that episode's that interesting. It's kind of boring to me. The next episode, The Day Ninjago Stood Still, is pretty cool because the Stone Army kind of grows, and then they kind of bury the Serpentine under the ground again, and then everyone has to like get on top of a building to escape, and then it's kind of strange what Master and Masako do. But then eventually in the next few episodes, the ninja travel to the Dark Island. Zane meets Dr. Julian for the first time, and then eventually the ninjas actually do get the elemental blades, which is really cool, and those are cool weapons for the season. And then Lloyd unlocks his new green ninja powers and starts maturing. And then eventually we get to like these last 3 episodes, which first one is The Last Hope, which is kind of where they're trying not to have the final battle with Lloyd and Garmadon happen, but in the end it does happen because Lloyd doesn't really have the strength to fight his father. Also, Garmadon meets the Overlord on the Dark Island. One important thing I kind of forgot to mention earlier, Garmadon meets the Overlord on the Dark Island, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, Garmadon meets the Overlord, and then eventually the Overlord possesses Garmadon at the end of an episode. Also, Nia gets possessed at the end of A Last Hope, and then the first part of the finale, Return of the Overlord, is where Garmadon actually gets possessed by the Overlord, which that's pretty crazy. It's kind of a creepy design. And then eventually the ninjas lose at the end of Return of the Overlord, setting up Rise of the First Spinjitzu Master, which, in my opinion, I like Return of the Overlord better. This isn't really a controversial opinion, as I know a few other people who have the same opinion as me, but personally, I like Return of the Overlord better than Rise of the First Spinjitzu Master, but that's still a good finale. Also, Dare throughout the season is kind of annoying, but he is a lot funnier than he was in Season 9 with the weird bathroom jokes that were in Season 9. I don't really care for those at all. But yeah, the finale is really good. I do really like the final battle between Lloyd and the Overlord. They definitely did, that definitely did work for me, and I really like how this was actually, this episode, the Rise of the First Spinjitzu Master, or maybe it was Ultimate, but it's not first. Rise of the Spinjitzu Master, Rise of the Ultimate Spinjitzu Master. Alright, in the comments down below, tell me the exact title, because personally, I actually am not for sure on that. I can probably just look it up and say sorry about that in the comments, but for now I don't really know the exact title. But yeah, overall, this season had some filler at the beginning, and there's some stuff that I don't really prefer the most. But overall, it's an okay season, and I'm going to probably give it a 7.5 out of 10. So thank you guys for watching. Click the link down below to check out more videos. Make sure to subscribe, like, and click the notification bell so when the next video comes out. And at some point here, I will release my thoughts on Ninjago Episode 4, which will of course have to do with Season 3 Rebooted.